The book Manifest the Best breaks down the self concept method, okay? The book Manifest the Best breaks down the self concept method. And I broke it down into 3 steps to help you transform your life, okay? Step 1, self evaluate, okay? Step 2, self worth boosting, okay? And step 3, self imprint. This is how you level up in life. This is how you change your reality, change your love life, make more money, learn another language, break addiction. This is how you heal from trauma. This is how you do if you want to change anything in your life, all you got to do is change your program using these 3 steps with your creative tools. Yes, the book bundle comes with both books. Okay. If you know that you're going to be with me, get the discounted bundle. You can still use the code You Are Special, no spaces. And the bundle, the second book comes with this frequency healing track, the 528 hertz. Okay. So absolutely, it comes with both books. So your creative tools, thinking, speaking, actions, emotions. Okay. Step 1, you're going to self evaluate. Say we were trying to create love in our life. We're trying to manifest a healthy, loving relationship, right? A healthy, loving relationship. We want something healthy. We want something fun, okay? But we're in and out of toxic relationships. So for this example, we're walking through love. What's the first thing we're going to do? We're going to self evaluate. In the book, I break this all down into detail, but in step 1, you're going to self evaluate. You're going to ask yourself core questions. Core questions, right? That's going to help you get to the root cause of why you are experiencing what you are experiencing. So, core questions, okay? That's going to help you get to the root cause of why you are experiencing what you are experiencing, right? So, what do I mean by that? Okay. If you're in and out of toxic relationships, you have to ask yourself some questions. Why am I in and out of toxic relationships? What's going on? Where did that stem from? Why do I not value myself enough to um, uh, date people who will help me level up? Why am I not having a good experience around love? Okay. When you do this, when you ask yourself core questions like this, it's going to help you get to the root cause of why you are experiencing what you are experiencing. In the book, I give you tons of questions to ask yourself to stimulate this thinking, okay? But in a nutshell, okay, if you ask yourself core questions, then you'll be thinking, well, damn, the reason why I'm in and out of unhealthy relationships is because maybe I didn't have a healthy example of love growing up. I never experienced, anyone in a healthy relationship who showed me how to communicate, how to argue in a healthy way, how to make up. I never saw that. Oh, so that's why I'm experiencing this because that's part of your program, right? You're on autopilot because of your program. But now you say, well, shit, I don't want that anymore. I want something different. I say, okay, you can change your program. All right. So in step 1, you're figuring out why you're getting to the root cause of what is causing that issue that you don't want. Once you figure that out, then you toss it out the window. I don't want this feeling anymore. I don't want this. thinking anymore. I don't want this way of believing anymore. I want a healthy, happy love. Okay. So once you throw out those old beliefs, oh, that was my mom's shit, my dad's shit. I don't want that. That was for them. That wasn't even for me. I just experienced it. Okay. Well, now you're ready to move to step two. The reason why I call it self-worth boost is because you just threw out this old program, this old way of thinking. Now let's boost your self-worth up with this new belief, this new way of thinking, right? This new program. How do you do that? By using your creative tools in step two. Okay. So we're going to use our creative tools in alignment, okay, with what it is that we do want. Okay. So the goal here is healthy, happy love, right? That's the goal. Okay. This is the new program, right? Healthy, happy love. The old program is toxic shit, right? That's the old program that we're throwing out. You get me? Okay. Raise your hand if this all makes sense to you guys. Raise your hand. I need you guys tapping that screen. I need you guys sharing this live. I need you guys tapping the screen and sharing this live. Okay. But raise your hand right now if it makes sense to you. Okay. Let me know that you're following me. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So in step two, right? Let's use these creative tools here. All right. Hey, Vaughn, you're thinking. If you want to manifest a healthy, happy love, how must your thinking and speaking sound? Okay. If you are sitting up here, right, thinking negatively, speaking negatively, feeling negatively, taking actions that are negative and do not align with the love that you truly desire, then you will not create the love you truly desire. Your thinking and your speaking in step two should be positive and in alignment with the love that you desire. Oh, I am so grateful for this amazing love that I get to experience. How blessed am I to know that there's someone here who loves and supports me wholeheartedly. Okay. How blessed am I to know that, I waited all this time for this special person and here they are just for me. Okay. Does this sound in alignment with what you do want? Remember, what you focus on, you create. If you're sitting up here thinking negatively about the toxic shit that you have to keep going in and out of, you're never going to create that love that you want. Okay. You're never going to do it. Okay. So what must you do? You must act as if it's already done. Use your creative tools to align with what you do want. Okay. You should be thinking how wonderful it is that, you are blessed to be at a point where you can now create a healthy relationship. There's so much information out there right now. It doesn't matter what you learned or didn't learn, right? If you are willing, you can go out there and find out how to communicate in a healthy relationship, right? You can go out there and take actions that's going to align, do some therapy, do some counseling, whatever you need to ensure that you will create this love that you want. Okay. So your thinking and speaking should be in alignment with that love. You shouldn't be sitting up there thinking, oh my gosh, another holiday. I have to be alone. Oh my goodness. No. Okay. Does that make you feel good? Is that in alignment with the love that you're trying to create? No, it is not. So you shouldn't be thinking it or speaking it. Okay. What about your actions? Are your actions in alignment with the love that you desire? Okay. Are your actions in alignment with the love that you desire? Okay. If you are still fucking your fuck buddy, okay. If you are still focused on your ex, Okay? If you're too busy trying to manifest a specific person, all right, then how are you going to get to that love that you truly desire? See, for those people that be trying to manifest specific people, yeah, it's okay for just sex or something like that, something fun. But if you looking for a real forever type of love, baby, you're not going to ask for anybody specific, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why, okay? People, and I want you to listen up, people show us what they want us to see. Okay? They show us what they want us to see, right? So the divine knows the needs and the desires of your heart. The divine knows this stuff. So if the divine knows that you desire a specific type of love, right? Even it's beyond the words that you can even express. And it's beyond what you even realize that you need. Okay? So if the divine can do this, you need to let the divine do its job, because the divine can see past all that bullshit that people show you, right? And knows their heart and knows who can truly love you the way that you need to be loved. All right? So you let the divine do its part in finding the person that's for you. If you feel like you got to force or make something happen with a specific person, then you're doing it wrong, and it probably won't be fulfilling for you. Okay? So I hope that made sense. All right? Now, if you are out here focused on your fuck buddy and going to strip clubs and doing all that shit, then how you gonna get to this love that you desire? I mean, your actions don't align with finding true love. It doesn't align with finding that forever love. Okay, all of these things must be used in alignment in order to get the goal and change the program to what you desire. All right. You can't just be speaking positive affirmations, but then thinking negatively about love. It ain't going to work like that. All of these things must be in alignment with what it is that you desire. Okay. Now, what about step 3? Self imprint. Step 3 is self imprint. Okay. What do I mean by self imprint? Okay. So I mean by self imprinting is to repeat step 2 over and over and over again. Okay. These are your creative tools. Here you use your creative tools, and here you repeat step 2 over and over again. This is how you create your new program. Remember in the beginning, I told you that your program is installed through repetition, through trauma, or through super exciting experiences, right? Okay. So right here, in order to install this new program, you must repeat it over and over and over again. All right. Over and over and over again. This is how you install a new program. This is how you level up. This is how you make more money. This is how you change, speak another language, stop addiction, change your physical appearance, all of it. You follow these 3 steps. All right. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Okay. You got your screenshots? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you have your screenshot. On the tube, I hope you guys can see this. I don't know if it's backwards or not. Okay. Okay. Now, these creative tools here, right? Another marker. In order to be here on earth, in order to create here on earth. To create, you must be what it is you desire. Okay? In order to create, you must be what it is that you desire. How do you be what it is that you desire? How do you exude what it is that you desire? How do you do it? You do it with your creative tools. Okay? So I want you to think of it like this. Anytime you want to manifest something, you got to know that you need to include all of these things. And let me explain how to remember how to include all of these things, okay? Every time you think about your creation, you are sculpting it, okay? When you think about your creation in your imagination, you're drawing it, you're sculpting it, you're painting it. You're giving more detail to it, okay? When you think about it, you think about it, all right? So here I'm just going to draw a flower. I'm thinking about a flower. So yes, it has petals. I'm thinking about it. It is pink, okay? It's beautiful. Every time I think about it, okay? I'm going within and just thinking about the flower, right? I'm giving more detail to it. So I'm sculpting it. Okay. Now, every time I speak about my creation, every time I speak about it, I am breathing life into my creation. You're breathing life into it. Every time you speak positively about it. Okay. I don't care if this is a new entrepreneurship journey that you're going on. You want to start a business. You want to get your degree. You want to be a mom. Every time you think about it, you're sculpting it. Every time you speak about it, you're breathing life. Okay. Every time you take action towards your manifestation, you're giving energy to it. Right? Every time you take action towards your creation. Okay. Now, every time you invoke your emotions, whether you use your emotions to think about it, speak about it, and act about it, if you are happy, every time you think about it. If you are happy, every time you speak about it. If you are happy, every time you act it out, right? If so, then you are giving power to your creation. This is why you must include all of these things when you are trying to manifest. You can't leave any of these things out. You can't leave anything out. Okay? You must sculpt it. You must draw it, give detail to it. You must breathe life to it. You must give energy to it. You must give power to it. Make sense? Okay? This life stuff is not complicated. It's not complicated. They just made us. It's just we weren't taught this stuff in school. We were not taught this stuff in school. All right. So this is how we manifest. This is how we exude what it is that we desire. This is how we be what it is that we desire. If I tell you you must embody something, this is how you embody it. If I tell you you must embody what it is that you were trying to create, this is how you embody it. Okay? All right? Take your screenshot. Okay? Take your screenshot. If you know that you're going to be with me from now on, you get your materials and then come to class and get in on the live. Okay. Discount code, you are special. Go and get your materials here. We are all winning. Look under ebooks. You will see the book here, Manifest the Best, the foundation of my teachings. Manifest the Best teaches you how to transform. But the second book, Manifestation Mastery, teaches you how to keep the transformation. You understand? All right. So I give you guys the material, and it's my job to get up here and teach from it so that you guys aren't just left out there trying to figure it out. All right. Okay. So again, this is how you embody something. All right. This is how you embody something. So now, what do I want to get into next? Okay. So say you are trying to manifest something, right? How often, Nana? I'm on TikTok too. I'm on TikTok. I have the same. Hold on, guys. Tap the screen. Tap the screen. Okay. Yes. So the book is an ebook, right? Because I want you to be able to print it out now. Again, we're ready for change today. We ain't got time to waste. Print it out now. It has worksheets that you can work along with. You can take your notes here on in the ebook. Okay. Again, get your materials for class. You come to class and you follow along, right? So of course, these are ebooks. All right. Now, let's go through some manifestation troubleshooting. All right. What if you are noticing that your manifestations aren't coming to fruition? Say you say, like, goodness, I've been trying for the past 6 months, okay, to manifest something and it's not happening. Okay. So let's troubleshoot. One thing to look for is, are you only doing one of these things? One or two of these things? Okay. If you're only doing one, thank you so much, Derek. I love you so much. If you are only doing one of these things, okay, say you're just saying affirmations, say you say 20 affirmations a day, but your way of thinking is not in alignment with what it is that you desire, then you're not going to get there. Does that make sense? Okay. If your thinking is not in alignment with what it is that you actually do want, how are you going to manifest it? Okay. If your actions aren't, if you're speaking, if your emotions, you get what I'm saying? So, this is one troubleshooting tip. Are all of your creative tools in alignment? Okay. Are all of your creative tools in alignment? Because if you're only using one, it's no wonder why your creations aren't coming to fruition. Okay. If you are only acting it out, but you aren't speaking it, thinking it, emotion, then it's no wonder. Okay. So you must be aware of this. Does this make sense? You must ensure that all of your creative tools, okay, all of your creative tools are in alignment. Okay. Now, you got that? Take a screenshot because I'm about to change this. Okay. Now, what if you are too emotionally attached to the desire? Okay, what if you are too emotionally attached? To outcome. Okay, if you booked me yesterday for a consultation, please check your email so that I can get you on the schedule because I did have some people who did not reply back to my email, and I just want to make sure that I get you guys in there ASAP, okay? If you signed up for a consultation yesterday, I emailed you to get you on the schedule. Please check your email, okay? All right. Emotionally attached to the outcome. Say you want a baby. Say you want a baby really bad, okay? Oh my goodness, you want a baby so bad. And every time you think about it, you're sad because you don't have it. You don't have it. So every time you think about it, you get sad. Okay, so what's happening here? All right. You want it so bad, okay, that you are emotionally attached to it. So much so that you only notice that it's not there. Okay. What you focus on, you create. So if your focus is on it not being here, instead of just being excited that you have a baby on the way, a baby is coming, a baby is here, right? You're focused on the baby not being here. This is what your focus is on. So what do you think you create? What do you think you create? If your focus is on the baby not being here, you create more of the baby not being here. You create more of what you focus on. So this is where people don't understand. Okay. They have good intentions. They just want the baby to be here. They're sad that the baby's not here. But then they're wondering why the baby won't show up. Because you're blocking it, because the only thing you want to focus on is the lack of it being here. Okay. You are so powerful that your emotions, remember I told you your emotions give power. They give power to what you think about. So if you're focused on this and you are emotional about it, it's powerful. It's creating more of it not being there. Raise your hand if that makes sense. Raise your hand if that makes sense. Okay. I told you right here that your emotions give power, right? They give power to your creations. Okay. So you got to understand that this is why it's not happening. It doesn't matter if this was marriage. It doesn't matter. You have to, someone asked, how do you change that? You got to emotionally detach. You got to emotionally detach from it. Okay. You have to know that you are a creator and trust in it with all of your might. You got to know that you are a creator and trust in it with all of your might. You know that if you focus on the right thing, then it shall happen. So you're not going to be emotionally focused on the negative because you understand that you're creating. So it's just about applying your focus to where it needs to be. Okay. Applying that overthinking to where it needs to be. See, people think overthinking is negative. Not when you focused on good things. Not when you're focused on the right things. Baby, that overthinking is a super duper duper whooper whooper creative tool. Shit, I told you that your mind is a creative tool. It's your super creative tool. So when you tell me you are an overthinker, you know what I'm saying? It's amazing. Okay. How do you focus on the baby or the marriage? I just showed you in Manifest the Best. I just showed you guys how to do that with the 3 steps. Okay. Self-evaluate, self-worth boosting, and self-imprinting. Okay. The steps are in the book, Manifest the Best. We just went over that. So now I'm going over the manifestation troubleshooting. Okay. So it's troubleshooting. Again, what you definitely want to do is emotionally detach. But I teach that, how to control the mind, all of that. I've gone through this. And you know what? This stuff is going to be on YouTube, okay, guys? After this live, because I'm recording it right now. So it's going to be instantly downloaded. So as soon as you get off, if you want to go and see the beginning, I broke it up into 2 lives on there, okay? If you want to see the beginning, you will see that, all right? Okay. So, emotionally detaching, because this is the troubleshooting we're talking about right now. If you are emotionally attached to an outcome, why it's not happening? Well, your focus is on the negative, the lack of it being there. So you need to change your focus to focus on, oh my gosh, I got to get a nursery ready. Oh my goodness, what color am I going to create the nursery? This is what you should be focused on, the baby coming. Not the lack of the baby being there. You know you're a creator. You know you can create the baby. Okay? Now, this is a troubleshooting tip number 2. Okay? Being emotionally attached to it. Okay? Now, what if you just think about the manifestation nonstop? Okay? There is something called the art of allowing. Okay? You must go into the art of allowing. Okay? As a creator, you know that things are already done. Okay? It's already done. Okay? When you call and make an appointment, okay? When you call and make a dentist appointment for next week, all right? When you make that dentist appointment, do you keep calling back to them and saying, oh my gosh, did I make the appointment? Is the appointment next Tuesday? Okay, is the appointment next Tuesday? Is the appointment next Tuesday? No. You put the call in and you know that it's done. You're actually just going to show up to the dentist appointment next Tuesday. You ain't going to think anything of it, right? You're not going to think anything of it, are you? When you get there, you're just going to go in, walk in, you're going to be expecting your appointment for that day. Okay? So, you went into allowing. Because you made the appointment, then you just expected it to be done. That's the same thing we need to do with our manifestations. If you're thinking about it so much, so much, so much, so much, that you cause a kink in the water hose, okay? If you cause a kink, you're causing a kink in the water hose because you're not letting it flow. You're not letting it flow. You're too busy holding it up with your thoughts. Holding it up with your thoughts. Derek says, when you pray, believe it has been given. Believe as you have received it. Yes, exactly. It is already done. So this is another troubleshooting tip. If you notice your manifestations aren't coming to fruition, you got to ask yourself, are you thinking too much about it? Have you allowed yourself to go into allowing? Okay, so that it can flow to you. All right. Now, let me give you another troubleshooting tip. Okay? Because this one is a big one. So I want you guys to really pay attention. This one is a big one. So, how to focus, think about it, do actions. Okay, did you just walk in? Because I just went over all of the stuff. But the good thing is it's recorded and you'll be able to go back on the tube. And shortly. Once this live ends, you can go and watch both videos on YouTube. I broke them up into 2. Okay. Now, here, okay, let me explain something. Okay. This is your old program. Okay. Here you are. This is your old program here. This is your old way of thinking, speaking, acting, etc. Okay? All right? But Tanja, let me just say this. You say, so how to focus, think about it, do actions, but allow it to happen. Once you do what you need to do, once you decide, okay, this is what I want to create, you align your way of thinking and speaking and actions on a daily basis. You do not waver from that. That is just who you are. It's going to exude from you. You're not sitting up here focused on the manifestation and how it's not here or when it's going to happen or when it's going to show up. This is what I mean. You're not so caught up on the manifestation that you are thinking about it constantly. You just know that you're doing what you got to do and it's going to flow to you. That's my best way to explain it. Okay? But again, you can go back to the YouTube videos and you can follow it. So right here, this is a manifestation troubleshooting tip, super tip, because a lot of people ask about this. So I need you to focus right here. Your old chapter, your old script, your old way of thinking before today. Okay, you in toxic relationships. You want to level up in your job. You all of these things, right? Now it's time to level up. Right? So you want to write a new chapter. You want to write a new script, a new story, right? You tired of this old one. It's time for something new. A new job, a new love. Okay? Now, chapter 2 begins today on June 30th. Okay? 6:30. You started this new chapter right here. This is your new program that you are trying to embed within yourself, right? Because you want to see something different. You want to experience life in a different way. So you're changing your program, okay? Now, you're going to start here with your new way of thinking on today. New way of thinking, speaking, acting, and feeling, right? You're going to start that today. Now, this is where people slip up, okay? They will start doing this work. They're going to start doing it today, tomorrow, next week. They're going to be focused. They're doing it, right? Because they want to see something different. All right? But when they do this work, they notice that the old program is still playing. They say, well, shit, I'm doing my affirmation, I'm doing my positive thinking, but I'm still seeing this. I'm still seeing this. So what happens? They want to give up. They want to give up because they still see this. But let me explain to you. Hey, Mel, let me explain to you what's happening. Your old program has momentum. It has momentum behind it. It has 30 years of thinking, 20 years of thinking. It has all this stuff behind it, right? It has years and years of embedded information that is playing out. Now, the good thing is you started something new right here. You know that today, just because you started, your life doesn't instantly change. It doesn't instantly change, right? But it has to finish playing out. It has to finish its script, okay? The good thing is you started a new script here. So if you remain diligent, continue. You don't hop back into this old way of thinking. You don't hop back into this old way of speaking, acting. You don't react to this old way. You don't react to the things you see. You just keep focused, new way of thinking, new way of thinking. Eventually, this old program is going to stop. It's going to end because it ran out of script. It ran out of script. And now, because you were diligent, you didn't react to any of this shit. You didn't stop. You didn't give up. You kept going. You kept going. And because you kept going, guess what? When this script ends, your new chapter will keep going. It's going to pick right up from where chapter 1 leaves off. It's going to pick right up. But the problem is, we be too busy hopping back into this old way, going back and forth. Oh, I'm going to think positive this day. Oh, I'm going to, and then you wonder why shit ain't changing. You wonder why, when you didn't hop back into your old program and old script, why the new chapter never took off. Well, you didn't have enough momentum behind it to create a new program that's on autopilot. You get what I'm saying? So you must remain diligent in staying focused on what's ahead. You got to remain focused on what you do want. Okay? If you're focused on what you don't want, you create what you don't want. Don't it make sense? Focus on the negative, create negative, speak negative, create negative. Like, it makes sense. It makes sense if you think about it, right? Okay. So what you focus on, you create. You must remain focused on the future. You must not react to the old shit that you are getting rid of, the things that you are changing. Don't let anybody pull you back into this old chapter. You remain focused on what you are, your goals, right? And this is how you change your reality. You get what I'm saying? Raise your hand if this makes sense. Raise your hand if this makes sense. Okay? Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm glad that this makes sense. That's the goal. You know, I take joy in trying to ensure that we can make sense of this stuff again now. Like now. That's what's important to me. Making sure that we can make sense of this stuff right now, because we don't have time to waste. Who has time to wait to try to figure out what someone's saying so that you can change your life? No, change needs to happen today. This is why I encourage you. Please hit that follow button. I need you guys coming back to class, right? If you're going to be in class, I need you guys to get your materials. Take advantage of the discount codes that I give you guys, okay? Because again, you will want to read this information, process it on that level. Then you'll want to come to class, hear me speak it and teach it so you can process it from that level. When you are doing this, you are changing your program because we're saturating yourself, your whole being, with this information, this new way of thinking. You understand? So please take advantage of the materials that I provide. Again, I've been teaching this stuff I've been studying this stuff for 14 years. I've been studying mind mastery for 20 years. So I am bringing these tools to you guys to help you guys, right? What are the time and days do your classes start? So our July manifestation class, it is going to be at 6:30 on Mondays or Thursdays. Okay. You can sign up for that on the website, weareallwinning.com. When you go to the top, you'll see Zoom groups. Click on Zoom groups and the group of people, and it'll take you right there. Okay. You can pick which class you want. On this Saturday, we are doing a vision board class. Okay. I teach people how to create proper vision boards. Okay. Effective vision boards. Okay. This was this exact one was on my vision board. This house was on my vision board. My husband was on my vision board. I use tools that are effective and powerful. My frequency healing tracks, effective and powerful. Okay. This one that you guys are listening to, it's kind of low right now, but it is infused with 528 hertz. Okay. 528 hertz is great for, and this is scientifically proven, to repair your DNA, to accelerate any healing within the body, to connect you spiritually to the divine, to help relax your stress and anxiety, relieve you of that, to enhance your emotions, to align your chakras. It has so many benefits, okay? So it's playing right now. This one is also included in the book bundle. It's included in the second book or the book bundle. It comes with the second book for free, okay? Um, Let's see, I started Wednesday and I did self-evaluation. Yesterday I made a vision board and it made me happy. Good, good. I would love to see your vision board so I can critique it and change anything that may need to be changed, just so you can make sure you are making it correct. Hey, now Mel says my favorite to play. Yes, I love this track too. I do. Someone just said something about the vision board. Let me give you an example really quickly. I always give this example, okay? And then we're gonna walk through some examples for you guys just to make this stuff fun. Okay, so if on your vision board you have this, let me change the, okay, no debt. Say on your vision board you have that. And then someone has financially free on their vision board, okay? You got two people, they have the same goal, savings. Their goal is they want to save money. Okay? Their goal is to save money. All right? Okay? If your goal is to save money, but on your vision board you have no debt, you will create debt in your life. Okay? Vision boards speak to the subconscious mind. You are reprogramming the subconscious mind with pictures and statements, right? So if then the subconscious mind isn't going to process, oh, they said no before it. No. All it's doing is processing what you give it. So it's going to focus on debt. All right. You have a vision board, you have the goal, save money, but because you put no debt on your vision board, you will actually create more debt. What you focus on, you create. So your vision board should actually say financially free. Financially free. You understand? Does this make sense? Okay. This is the person who will manifest money. All right. Makes sense? Okay, good. Okay. Now let's talk about these programs. I gave an example yesterday that was really fun. Okay. People really enjoyed this and I got a kick out of it. All right. Say you meet somebody. Okay. You meet somebody. Okay. I know. Sorry. Okay. You meet somebody, right? And you start dating. And you guys really like each other. And so after the first 30 days, things are great. Okay. But then after a month or two, right? Something starts changing. Okay. This person that used to open your door for you, this person that used to massage you all the time, this person that used to cherish you, now something's going on. They changing. They're not doing the same things that they were doing before, right? What is that? Okay. What is that that's happening? You meet somebody, y'all are great. You're on top of the world. You know what I mean? You're on top of the world. It's their Prince Charming and she's Cinderella, right? She's the best thing that's ever happened to him, and he's the best thing that ever happened to her. Things are marvelous, darling. But after 60 days, something starts changing. This person's no longer doing what they used to do. This person's no longer doing what they used to do. Okay. Now, remember, I told you guys about that program. Who you are to the core is always going to come to the surface no matter what. Who you are, who you have embedded in you, will always come to the surface. Okay? All right? No matter what. Okay? So, yes, temporarily, they will be able to show you something different. But if you wait long enough, who they are truly shows itself. Okay? Who they are truly shows themselves. Okay? If you ever wonder why things in the beginning are la la land, you in la la land, and then after time, something happens, people change. That's their true program. That's who they truly are. Okay? Let me give you another example. Raise your hand if that makes sense. Okay. Okay. Okay, that made sense. Good. Here, another example, right? You have someone who is 500 pounds. This is their old program. This is who they are right now. But their goal is to have a new program of 200 pounds. Okay. They want to be 200 pounds. Okay. Um, I heard you. LX edition. I went over specific people, manifesting specific people. I'll touch on that briefly and again in a second. But again, I don't recommend manifesting specific people for love. I hope it's only a sex or a fun thing, but not true love. Okay. And I'll get back into that. Again, these recordings will be on live on the tube. Uh, so you can replay them. Okay. Cause I'm recording on the tube right now as well. Okay. So follow me here. You have someone who's at 500 pounds. This is their old program. They want to change to 200 pounds. Okay. Now, what this person is probably going to do, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to diet, right? They're going to say, oh, I want to go on a diet. Oh, I want to go to the gym. Okay. That's the first thing they're probably going to do. Now, when they do this, right? When they do this, they're actually going outside of themselves to produce the results that they want at this weight, right? So they will go to the gym, they'll start dieting, and it may work for 30, 60 days, 90 days. It depends, right? It may work, okay? But what's going to happen here? If he did not change his program first, after this 30 or 60, 90 days, when he gets tired, his weight is going to go back to this 500 pounds. See, he lost some here. Say he lost half of it here. Okay. but he never changed his program first. What happens is when he gets tired, when he cannot do the diet anymore, when he don't feel like going to the gym, his old program is always going to revert back to itself. So he will get that weight back in no time. Why? Well, he didn't change his program first. He's going outside of himself to diet, to go to the gym, to whatever, when he should have been going within. First, identifying with this new 200 pounds, when you identify with the smaller weight or with the ideal weight, because anybody can be happy at 500, 200, I don't care, your business, right? If he would have identified with this first, then the working out and the gym would be natural reactions to the internal work that he has done. Does this make sense? Okay. Your old program is always going to revert back to itself. My latest video, I forgot his name right now. Shoot. Well, my latest video, the guy is speaking of this. Okay. If you win the lottery, baby, you better become internally a millionaire before you lose that money just as quickly as you got it. Because you have to turn within yourself, you have to become that new person, or you're going to lose that money. You have to become this smaller version, or else you're going to gain that weight back. It's always going to feel like this is force. It's always going to feel like going to the gym is force. It's never going to come with ease. Remember, you must exude it from the inside out. From the inside out. Okay? All right. So this is another example. Do I have any questions? Do I have